Did you know that most B2B or business-to-business websites load within 5 seconds? But did you also know that if you can get your site to load within 1 second, businesses saw an almost 2.5 times greater conversion rate? That is insane. Who wouldn't want more money flowing into their business? So that is why we are going to make the jump from our 6-second site to a 1-second site. Now, you could be wondering, why does a developer even have a 6-second website? Well, I needed a right now solution. Think about it. I was advertising to very small businesses, which don't really understand web development and don't really understand the benefit of having a clean website, good SEO, and really fast loading times. So when conversating with these businesses, all I really needed to do was show them, hey, I can build a website and here's some of my info. Which means all I needed was a landing page, a contact us, and a little bit about me. But when advertising to the masses, this doesn't really quite work out. You need to have a clean user experience to really reel them in. And this is exactly what happened to me when I started running Google Ads. I put in a bunch of money that I'm never going to get back to get little to no leads. And the worst thing is I could see people clicking onto my website, which means my meta tags and SEO was working because I got them to click. But I wasn't converting because people were leaving before my site even had time to load. So let's start off with, why is a Wix site as slow as it is? Wix makes a sacrifice, and a lot of people who build Wix websites don't really realize this. But when you're creating a Wix website, you may put a bunch of animations. You might not even think about the images that you're putting on the website. But all of these play a factor on how fast your page actually loads. And Wix doesn't have control over that. The other thing is there's a lot of baked in JavaScript. In order to let consumers actually build and do the drag and drop website builder, there's a lot of JavaScript that goes in it. And there's a lot of JavaScript that gets put in to the final product when this is actually getting pushed to production. Let's just take a look at my current website for a second.
This is my current Wix website. If I refresh the page, you can see some subtle animations, some mediocre design that definitely doesn't follow any real design principles. But as I said before, I was advertising to local small businesses who really didn't need all the bells and whistles. However, if I want to get into the mid-market or beyond, I really need to work on optimizing my site for performance. And at first glance, my desktop performance looks really good. Keep in mind, desktops are a lot more powerful. And according to a lot of studies, almost 70% or more of conversions and leads are all done on a mobile device. And on mobile, my site was loading at almost 5 seconds. And keep in mind, this is after I already made a lot of optimization changes to my Wix website. I removed all of the animations and optimized the images for mobile. And I was still left at a 5-second load time. Before these changes, I was loading at almost a 6 to 8 second load time.
So what are we going to do, and how are we going to move away from Wix? Well, we're going to build our website using Astro, a relatively new technology that has been getting a lot of traction lately. Just by scrolling down on their website, they even advertise as they're built for speed. So why is Astro so fast? Let me explain that with this quick little diagram. Let's say I am a user. Boom. This beautiful artwork here is my user. Boom, boom, boom. All right, and let's say I have a server right here. This guy is my server. Boom. Server. Normally, when you're trying to create a website or when a user is trying to access a website, they will take this information from the server and it will be built here, or it will render right here in this imaginary space, and then the user will see it. This takes time to do. But for Astro, this gets done here in this imaginary world. So it's already pre-built, which means when a user wants to access a website, it's already built and can go directly to the user. This is the simplified version of why an Astro site is so much faster. Now let's take a look at one of Astro's themes that you can use to start your first Astro website. This is AstroWind, a pretty good theme template that already has SEO, Google Analytics, and a lot of other functionality already built for you. It's very good if you want to build an app using Astro. If we go to the page speeds here, you can see that the mobile version of this application is off the charts. This was nowhere close to what I was seeing. My performance was at almost 6 seconds for speed and a 60 here. And that was after making a lot of sacrifices on transitions and pieces like that. You can see the power in building a website with Astro. And for desktop, same thing. Almost half a second page speeds. That is insane. And as you can see, we don't have those JavaScript issues that we were having before. We have static assets and efficient cache policies. Those are all things to do with the server. So really, it is a no-brainer. So what are we going to build? So this is what we're going to be building. This is the new approach to our website. We have a new design. Obviously, a lot of stock photos have to be changed because I don't have sponsors for these very well-known athletes. So we are going to start building websites as if we were competing. We are competing to win. And that is how we're going to build our websites going forward. We're going to improve our SEO, improve our design, improve accessibility to give you more of an edge. If this is something you want to see me build from scratch, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to give you an overview of once this is all finished, just to give you insight on its page speeds, SEO, and accessibility.